Yeah, what up, baby? It's Power 105.1. It's DJ Sus One, the feature presentation, new artist spotlight. We got the BX in the building today.
Come on, we in a boogie.
You got a record called Free.
Yep, I'm free.
Uni-G is in the building. What's up, my brother?
Sir, yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah, how you been, my brother?
I've been good, bro. I've been good. I've been going through life, man. You know,
all
so
right, we're gonna talk about
yeah,
that.
Yeah. You know, I've been going through life. So the new single, I'm Free, signifies where I'm at now. I'm just free from when I used to be shackled down to. I'm just in a better space. I'm in a better place. So legit, you know, God has brought me from so much. You know what I mean?
So when you say I'm free single, did you get out of a toxic relationship with a female?
I did not. What's crazy though? I got married. I got married since last time I seen you. Had a baby and everything.
Congratulations.
Appreciate you. Baby 7 months, 8 months now. So I'm free. You know, it's legit a place where I'm at, where God has brought me to, and I'm grateful, man. Because you know, I thought I was free before. And that's what's crazy, because so many of us think that, oh, I'm good, you know, I'm in the club, I'm chilling. I was here, you know what I mean? I was on tour with A Boogie, Lupe, Tiger. So I thought I'm living my best life. And then obviously 2020 happened, and a few things happened from there. You know, one, my dad passed away.
I went through the same thing.
Yeah, I know. And
condolences.
Yeah, same. And with that as well, somebody had hacked my Instagram page at the time, and he started hitting up people for money. He hit up Wartenberg. He hit up he hit up Sway. He hit up a whole bunch of people, and they were giving money.
Wow.
They were giving money. And so what made that so real was because I only knew how to identify myself as a musician and what I built as a musician from a child. And so once he started doing that, it tarnished what I've built all these years. So I no longer knew how to identify myself. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of artists go through that. They only identify as what they are. And so I'm like, all right, I need to understand who I am. And I didn't know who I was. All I knew was I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if I wasn't into ball, I wasn't into swimming, golf, not just rap. So once he did that, I'm like, all right, God, you trying to get my attention. And then my dad died. And so I'm like, okay, like it changed the conversation I started having with people. You know, like I saw when you post when your dad passed, and I'm like, you know, before when I saw you, it would have been like, yo, Sus, like, hear my new single. Now it's like, yo, Sus, how did you heal?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
never exactly heals.
Yeah,
you get better than you were before, but
right.
it you know, it stays on your mind and your soul every day.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like, if I can just trade, if I could give up music to just get one more minute with him, I would do it.
Yeah, of course.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that. So that's what I'm free, the single symbolizes. Free. It symbolizes just, I'm free for what I thought I was. I'm more than just a rapper, like you're more than just a DJ. I'm a father now. And even before, I didn't want to be a father. I didn't want to be a husband, because I'm like, that's just going to get in the way of who I thought I was. You know, and so now God has allowed me to. I got baptized and all of that. Like, I legit appreciate you. If you want to get baptized, whatever, let me know. You know what I'm saying?
I got baptized when I was a kid.
Okay.
So it would be getting rebaptized.
Right. Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. You know, so I studied the Bible. Like, I legit started, I just slowed down and I allowed myself to just talk with God, and God talked to me. And in studying the Bible, I even found that there is no such thing as child baptism in the Bible. So if that's the case, I'm like, somebody's lying to me. I read throughout the whole thing, and I'm like, oh snap, like I should be making music for God, not myself. Which is why I said the conversation changes now when I'm in these radio interviews and when I'm in events and so forth and so on. I'm here to share the truth as well as the music. The music is just a byproduct. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So I'm here to really just be me now. You know?
Well, before I know we know each other.
Right.
I know that was a perfect setup for this record, by the way, that we're about to play. But before we get into the record, just tell people who might not have heard of you just a little bit about yourself,
Gotcha.
more than just the marriage and all that, just about you and how you got into music, and you know, just a little bit about yourself.
Right. So yeah, my name's Uni-G, Eric, born and raised in the Boogie Down. So I initially was rapping since I was like 10, you know, banging on the table, battling my friends and all that, and I got nominated as best freestyler in the yearbook. So I'm like, all right, maybe I'm all right. So then I go to high school, and this guy named Mr. Biggs from the Soul Sonic Force, he sees me rapping. He's like, yo, you actually have something. So he takes me to the studio. I'm meeting all these legends, Jazzy J. We go to Madison Square Garden. I'm meeting more legends. So he put me on the scene. And from there, I'm like, maybe I can actually make a career out of this. So I started dropping singles. And my first album I dropped, Joe Budden caught wind of it. He got on the album as well. So he was behind me and all that. And I'm like, oh, hold on, maybe I could actually make something of this lifestyle. And so it started taking off. Then shortly after that, I dropped my single Swerve, and it charted number 32 on the charts. And I went on Swerve tour, my own entitled tour. I had Fred the Godson, rest in peace, on the tour.
My brother, Fred
you know
the
what I
Godson.
mean? Yeah, I had Smoke Dizza on the tour, Nitty Scott, had so many more people on the tour, and then you guys came out. Power 105 came out and started promoting. I'm like, hold on, like, yeah, I think I'm somebody, you know what I mean? And so then from there, I dropped my second album, Welcome to My Universe, and that's when I started going on tour with Lupe Fiasco, A Boogie, Tyga. My boy Steve Lobel has been behind me since
Shout out
then.
to Steve Lobel.
That's my
brother.
that's my guy. I just texted him, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah, so he's been behind me since then, which is why I was saying like the career started elevating, and then my single Pablo, which you was spinning for a little while back then, that took off. You know what I mean? Took off, and I'm like, all right, this is where it's at. And then 2020 happened, so everything slowed down. But that's been my journey since, you know, beginning until now, where I'm working on my third project, and I got I'm Free going off. My last single, Summertime Party, was going off, so that's where I'm at now with it.
All right, well, introduce the record right now.
Yeah. So this your boy Uni-G. You about to hear my new single, I'm Free. You already know what time it is. Sus, play that.
Yo, it's Power 105.1. New Artist Spotlight, even though he's been up here before and he's not new, it's DJ Sus One, the feature presentation. Uni-G is in the building, and that was his record, I'm Free.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nice. So what's coming up in the near future? Is the music now going to be more like gospel-like kind of?
Yeah. That's a good question. Yeah, you know, I wanted to represent God as much as possible. I wouldn't, you know, categorize myself as a gospel artist, because I think people would just be disappointed, you know, hearing what I'm going to come out with. But it all represents God. You know, it's not your typical Christian record. But again, I'm here to glorify Him. So I don't know how to categorize myself. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm not a Lecrae. I know I'm not, you know, a Wale or, you know, whatever. I guess I'm kind of in my own lane, but it is to glorify God at the end of the day.
Nice.
You know what I mean? That's my mission, and I hope every encounter I have with anybody, like, they're not just only interested in my record, they're interested in studying the Bible. They're interested in getting baptized, you know what I mean? Like, I'm praying to baptize P Dub. Come on. Take him out the club, you know what I'm saying?
Baptize P Dub, the water will stop boiling.
Come on, nah. You never know. Listen, you know what's crazy? My boy, I spiritually mentor him. He's much older than me. He's hitting his 60s. He used to roll with Big Meech.
Oh, okay.
And now I'm spiritually mentoring him, baptized, study the Bible with him. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't think I could do that before. I didn't think I could baptize. I thought only pastors could do that. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I thought.
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying? And nah, Jesus says, no, you supposed to learn, get it, and do it for someone else. That way the whole world could be baptized. If it's only the pastor, you know what I mean? He could do but so much. So that's my goal, to baptize Sus One and P Dub. Come on, we in the building. You know what I mean? But so yeah, that's where I'm at with it now. Where I'm Free, the single, is just to get other people out there knowing that they can be free too. You know
Nice.
Yeah.
So what's coming up in the near future for you?
You know, I'm still in contact with my boy Lupe. So Lupe had me on his tour. So I'm planning on going back on tour with Lupe Fiasco, and a few other tours, and doing my own tour as well. Especially having somebody like Steve Lobel behind me, I can, you know, I got a lot of power behind that. So
Is Steve Lobel officially the manager?
he isn't he isn't officially my manager yet.
Okay.
We got to make him officially my manager. He just supports me. I don't know why. He just comes out to my events. Legit, you know, he comes speak at my events.
Because he's a good guy and he believes in you.
He's
That's
a great
why.
guy. He's a great guy.
All right, man. Well,
Legit.
what is, now that things have changed, what is the legacy that you want to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Yeah. You know, that's an OD good question. That's a good one. Why you? I wish I had that question before. I would have thought about it. You know what I mean? No.
I asked that question to everybody.
Okay. I should have seen that coming. Honestly, the legacy I want to be left is obviously more than just my name, more than just rap. Like, for example, a lot of people remember Kobe Bryant as, oh, he was a basketball player. But at the end of the day, when he sees God, that won't matter. So the legacy I want to leave behind is that Uni was somebody who was in the streets, lost in the sauce, sleeping with different women, pornography, the whole nine. But now he switched his life up, got married, and really found God and wanted to spread God to others. So I pray that that's the legacy I leave behind. Like, I don't care to be a good person by the world standards. I just pray to be good by God's standards. So that's the legacy, you know, that I really want to leave behind. Bigger than the music. You know what I mean?
Uni-G, is there anything else you want to say in closing?
Yeah, follow me on all social medias at I am Uni-G. Visit me at www.iamuni.com to take a piece of me home with you. And if there's anybody who wants to study the Bible, get baptized, DM me. You already know what Islam it is.
There it is, man. Uni-G repping the BX. I love this energy, man. I love the energy you on now.
Appreciate you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's DJ Sus One. It's Power 105.1.
Let's go.